Oblitus Casa is the sequel to Five Nights at Treasure Island everyone has been waiting for. The game contains new characters, obviously, unique gameplay, and even a high-quality cutscene, something you almost never see in FNAF fan games. Just like its prequel, it has a boss battle, and in the post-game under Custom Night, there are 4 challenges based off of creepypastas: Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, Smile Dog, and Eyeless Jack. I think these are pretty interesting. The gameplay and the story is really enjoyable, for the most part. This game may be good in looks and quality, but some sections make me question why it's even a thing, and they just really take away replayability. Let's dive into those, shall we? We first start off with poor instructions. Now, I'm not talking about the instructions for the main nights. Those are perfectly fine. I'm talking about the ones in the death minigame. The death minigame occurs every time you die during a main night. Once you beat that minigame, you'll be sent back to the night you were defeating in the exact same position at the exact same time you died. That's a pretty neat idea. However, this minigame isn't easy breezy. You'll need to find 3 Mickey heads and fend off the shades. Now, some shades like Minnie and Goofy are easy to deal with, as all you need to do is pull up the camera for Minnie when she's in your office and shine Goofy when he's in the hallway. Donald appears if you click a fake Mickey head. To tell the real and fake Mickey heads apart, the fake ones will apparently glitch out. Mickey and Oswald can be fended off with the Mickey doll supposedly, but sometimes I feel as if it only works on Mickey but not on Oswald. Or what I thought was Oswald. Another shade is Hortensia. Now, everyone has a tip that's somewhat helpful, except for Hortensia. Her tip says, "Leave here, quickly. She's angry." That's very vague, but what does that mean? Well, Hortensia gets angrier the longer it takes for you to find Mickey heads. You can check her progress by looking at the merry-go-round camera. However, checking that camera doesn't stop her, unlike Foxy in FNAF 1, so there's no way to stop her. You just need to find the Mickey heads as fast as you can. Hortensia is usually the main cause of people losing this minigame, at least for me. You're way too focused to even worry about her, and even when you check the merry-go-round, it's for the heads, not her progress. There's also other shades to fend off and fake heads placed by Donald, so there's no time or point, for that matter, to check on Hortensia. Also, something I never mentioned about these tips is that they're all wavy and that it's hard to read, and they go away while you're trying to make out what the game is trying to tell you. This also applies to the tunnels. Speaking of which, the tunnels is everyone's least favorite part of the game, including me. Like Pirate Caverns, tunnels are the intermission for Oblitus Casa. However, Pirate Caverns was nowhere near as annoying as tunnels. Unlike tunnels, Pirate Caverns is not mazy and actually has helpful tips. The tunnels tips aren't very helpful, so you end up going through random paths. No one likes going through multiple different tunnels and make no progress. Apparently, you're supposed to listen for bells, which navigate you to your destination. However, the only sound cues I ever hear are voice lines, which I'm not sure even help. Maybe I needed to wear headphones or turn off the flashlight to hear the bells, but what do I know? The flashlight is there to obviously see where you are, and as a weapon to use against Hourglass. If you use the flashlight on him and he doesn't retreat, go through another tunnel. Another sign of poor tips / communication to the player is that they don't tell you what control it is to use your flashlight. To activate it, use right click, but it's not really useful. Hourglass only comes out if you turn on your flashlight, so it's honestly just better to aimlessly walk through the tunnels until you find the exit, which still takes painstakingly long. I understand that the Radiance team didn't want to spoon-feed answers to us with their tips, but they could have explained the tunnels better. Maybe one day there will be an actual in-depth guide for this, but as of right now, none exist. Now let's talk about the creepypasta challenges. Even though I just acknowledged them in the beginning of the video, they were good in idea but bad in execution. Kinda like the death minigame. Let's start off with Jeff. Literally the only challenge that's somewhat worth playing. All you do is reboot cameras by double-clicking them and shine the hallways to fend off Jeff. When he's in your office, stand still and don't move. Now, something I didn't mention in the death minigame that also applies to the Jeff challenge is that your flashlight has limited battery. It's bad when it runs out in the death minigame, but doesn't matter at all in the Jeff challenge. Now, I'm not sure if I'm correct, but I think the camera stopped charging when Jeff is in the office, so when he's gone, double-click the camera again. Again, not completely sure if that's correct, so feel free to correct me in the comments. Next is Smile Dog. For his challenge, you have to erase his picture, which takes very long, and while you're erasing it, it can form back again. When that happens, find him on the cameras and flash him. However, if he's not on the cameras, he's in the attic. Just shine your light on him and he'll go away. That's what everyone doesn't like about the Smile Dog challenge. If he's in the attic, it's basically GG, since you waste so much time to find him on the cameras, only to find out he's in the attic. And when that happens, the drawing has completely formed back to normal, meaning you have to do that all over again. That sucks. Also, I don't think Smile Dog even makes a sound cue when he's in the attic, so that's fun. I also remember hearing that someone mentioned that his hitbox in the attic is small, to which I cannot prove, but I'll take their word for it. Whenever Smile Dog is in the attic, I just leave and try the challenge again. And about the drawing reforming, regarding the attic, it still gains a pretty decent chunk when looking through the cameras. So Smile Dog challenge could be just as easy as Jeff's, if it weren't for this broken attic mechanic. Now onto Slenderman. Easily one of the worst challenges. You wanna know why? It's in the f***ing tunnels. I thought we were past this crap. Already on a bad start. Now, what you're supposed to do is find 8 pages and not look at Slenderman, just like the original. The more pages you collect, the more angrier Slenderman gets. Again, staying true to the original. This is very annoying because, again, tunnels, so it's hard to find pages. The max amount of pages I got was 5 and then accidentally died because I didn't see his arm in a tunnel. Overall rating for Slender's challenge, it's bad. Finally, Eyeless Jack. This one is even worse than Slenderman's. Not only did they decide to repeat the tunnels, but now it's timed. I haven't even attempted this challenge, but from what I've gathered, you're supposed to hear his footsteps, which lead you to him, and when you're in the same room with Jack, which you can tell when the room is pitch black apparently, you take his picture. You need to do this 5 times. Now, I haven't explained the timed part, so let's get to that. You need to get through this challenge as fast as you can, or else you start falling asleep. What I mean by this is that if you're taking too long to take pictures, your screen starts fading until it's black, leading Eyeless Jack to kill you. This one is easily the worst of the 4. Overall, I'm really indifferent to this game. I really try to like it, but the tunnels and the creepypasta challenges, which you're forced to do if you want to complete the post-game mind you, really retract replayability. But even after all of that, I still enjoy the gameplay and soundtrack, and even had a lot of fun watching my friend Cookie play it. So in the end, I do think Oblitus Casa is good. I just wish things like the tunnels and death minigame could have been done better. So is Oblitus Casa worth the wait? Well, even though there are annoying intermissions and minigames, I like to think it's still worth the gameplay. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, and as always, if I forgot or even got some points wrong, feel free to let me know that as well, and I'll see you all next time.